All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by sending all praise to Yahweh by Shemal Shai, by Shema Kakadash, double honor to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. It says Chicago teen takeovers result in several people shot, 5 officers hit by a car. So I'm going to press play on this video and add some precepts.
Not only did multiple teenagers end up in the hospital as a result of a large gathering, we know there were many on different parts of the West Side overnight. 5 Chicago police officers were also sent to the hospital after a car drove through one of those crowds.
There's a large teen gathering.
Calls we heard over police scanner radio giving a look into what Chicago police were up against in the middle of the night near Loomis and Roosevelt.
We've got about 100 teens dispersing south of Roosevelt and Loomis.
Large groups of teenagers in the street, this time on the west side.
This car just ran through a whole crowd of Chicago police officers.
This video posted to social media shows the moments after a driver went through a crowd of people, including police officers.
When they get 3 ambulances over there, officer was struck.
Police say 5 officers were taken to the hospital, an 18-year-old man arrested after driving a blue sedan in the wrong direction, eventually crashing into a pole and then a fence.
The accountability mechanism.
Today, Mayor Brandon Johnson reacting to a violent weekend so far.
These unauthorized gatherings, as we have indicated multiple times, that they can be dangerous. And in this case, we saw the manifestation of that danger.
Within the same hour, those officers were injured, gunshots rang out, while other Chicago police officers were near Washtenaw Park. Police say they found 4 gunshot victims there, 3 girls, 1 18-year-old, 2 16-year-olds. The 4th victim, a boy who is just 14 years old. Police say a male suspect ran off on foot. Before officers arrived, we captured police on scene walking out with 2 people in handcuffs. Mayor Brandon Johnson saying the accountability cannot just lie with the teenagers in this case.
We need our parents to know where their children are. I know where my son was at 3 o'clock in the morning. After he went to prom, he came home. And we need parents to ensure that their children are coming home.
In connection to the mass shooting that left the 4 teens in the hospital, Chicago police say so far they've made no arrests. Reporting from Chicago Police Headquarters, MSL Rezai, CBS News Chicago.
Right, so these teen takeovers were set up by the FBI. Even this car that crashed into these officers as well could very much well be an MK Ultra program because they just got through speaking on prosecuting the parents because of the children. So, what they gonna do next? Well, what law they finna pass now? Because it's finna get serious. They just hit 5 police officers and shot 4 people. And then even on these weekend days, this Memorial Day weekend, with these hot so-called holidays and shit that they worship, them spirits be extremely active to the point where people start getting hurt and killed. And if you outside on them days, you can feel that demon and that spirit in the air trying to attack you, or it'd be bad, So I'm gonna start this precept. This Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe meaning destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. That's the elites. They got they're devising these plans. The teen takeover. Remember, before the teen takeover, they was running in people's stores, robbing, taking stuff, taking jewelry, taking food and things like that. Then furniture and these Best Buy stores or Target stores, stealing merchandise and things of that nature. And then that turned into what you see now, eventually, the teen takeover. They've entitled it. So that's how you know this shit is really kind of set up, man. Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. The elites devise these plans. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. They got the money, the resources to bring to pass these type of events. They got the feds training the children. Because remember, the children, some of these children be a part of these Masonic orders. There's Masonic orders for children, They be part of that left hand side, indulging in that magic and convincing other children to do things as well. You know, let me read it again. It's Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Right, woe and destruction to the elites, man, because they eventually gonna be put to death for these this devised iniquity, this evil work that they have done. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hands. Right, and you ain't supposed to be celebrating these holidays and being outside on these holidays. No way. You know, during Memorial Day, people normally barbecuing and things like that. These are not our holidays, man. The Lord hate these holidays. These are traditions of men that you're not supposed to follow. This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men. Memorial Day, tradition of man. We have different holidays. After rudiments of the world, if that's of the world, you're not supposed to care about the world and do the things that are of the world and not after Yahweh Shai. Right, so you're not supposed to be worshiping this holiday. And that's why, 4 of y'all got shot out there. Hold on, baby, slacky. It's Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles. The wiles is the tricks of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against the powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, the elites, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, when these holidays come up, like it's Memorial Day, the spirits are really, really active. The spirits that's on the people is what I'm alluding to. Really, really active. At any given time, something can kick off, just like how what you see going on in Chicago. Any given time. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. Right, we're in the evil days, and the armor of the Lord is the truth. You're not supposed to be around these type of guys, and you're supposed to be aware that these things happen with these events, and to keep away from it, man, so that you won't be judged with these people. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness. Right. So this truth is what's going to deliver you from these situations, even if you outside, taking care of business on these holidays. The Lord will have it to where you make it through. Meanwhile, Jacob getting shot, ran over, stabbed, amongst other things, man. You know. It's Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. That's that gun laid on sore strokes, shot 4 people. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right, and I'm trying to figure out why all the police officers out there, they didn't shoot the dude. They ain't adding up. Because that's a deadly weapon being used. They look at that car as a deadly weapon, and then they'll kill you. We've seen that many of times. You know, they did that one white lady like that. If she was white, Edomite, but she was part of the LGBT community. Anyways, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Right, so when it's time for the angels to carry out an order from the Lord to have a person judged, shot, ran over, whatever the case may be, they're going to do it. They're not going to complain. They're going to get it done, and that's going to be that, man. And that's what you see going on. Yeah, you know what? And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the call. All you, how about Shema Shai? By Shema Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of we will, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.